What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are going to talk about The Mandalorian Episode 6. I am not going to talk about spoilers, at least nothing major. I'm going to be kind of vague in general on my thoughts on this, but I just wake up and I see everybody talk about The Mandalorian. I'm like, God, here we go again. I hate that they release these in the middle of the night, but it is what it is. I have to stay off social media and not see anybody's reactions because there's spoilers everywhere when this happens, So I just watched it, and I loved it. This is my favorite episode of the series so far, topping episode 3, which was my favorite episode. So much worked about this particular episode, and this is what Star Wars should be. This is what a television show about a bounty hunter, a Mandalorian, should be. Going off on a mission, being a badass. One of the main things that stood out to me in this particular episode was diversity done right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, diversity done right. What do I mean by that? Aliens, different species, unbelievable droids. They did. It felt like George Lucas had something to do with this episode. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I heard rumors that he may have been involved in this episode, and I heard that prior to this episode airing. I don't know. I can't confirm that. I'm just saying that the fact that we heard those rumors and then we watched this episode and you see that it actually finally feels like Star Wars again. It actually feels like it makes the galaxy seem bigger. It makes it seem larger, which is one thing that the Clone Wars did so effectively, is it expanded the galaxy, and this particular episode expanded the galaxy. I loved everything about this. I'm not going to say it's a perfect episode or anything, but it's the best episode of The Mandalorian, in my opinion, by a mile. I mean, much better than episode 3, which I very much enjoyed. This was a really, really good episode. Really solid action. Again, great diversity on alien species. We saw different droids, minimal stuff with Baby Yoda, which I think is absolutely necessary up to this point, because I feel like like Ryan Kennel here from Geeks and Gamers and RK Outpost, he's talked about how it's too Baby Yoda centric. And while we don't agree on his dislike of Baby Yoda, I do agree that it was getting a little too Baby Yoda centric. And this episode had the right amount of Baby Yoda, and it really showed us the Mandalorian being a badass. This is kind of what we've all been hoping for from this series, is to see the Mandalorian doing these types of things. Great supporting cast. Everything worked. And again, great cameos from very, very well-known people within the Star Wars universe. And we got to see X-Wings. We got to see a lot. And I just loved it. This felt like Star Wars. This felt just like Star Wars to me. And a great job from Jon Favreau. He didn't direct it, but Jon Favreau is obviously the showrunner for the series. I can't remember who directed it. I think this guy's name is Rick something, who's the director of this particular episode. I'm really happy about this. I'm probably going to rewatch this episode again, just because, again, this is the first. I don't want to say this is the first time I've felt like a real Star Wars episode, because some of the other previous episodes have definitely made me feel that way. The first episode worked very well of The Mandalorian. I enjoyed the second episode, and the third episode was my favorite up to this point. 4 and 5 were significant drop-offs for me, but now we're back, and I just feel like I feel like they're finding their way. I feel like they're finding their way now, and it's great. Again, phenomenal episode. No real complaints. If I'm going to say anything, this is kind of an overall complaint about the series as a whole, is it moves a bit too slow for me at times. And I mean, just from a story perspective, even from a character interaction perspective, it moves a tad bit too slow for my liking. And that's just followed in this episode. Just sometimes things just don't pop as fast as they need to pop, the interactions and everything like that. But that's a minor critique at this point. I loved this episode. Great job to everyone involved. Disney, Lucasfilm. This is what Star Wars fans are looking for. It's not a perfect episode, and I'm not trying to say it was, but it was a damn good episode, very entertaining, and this is what Star Wars fans are looking for. if you can give us more of this, give us more of the real diversity that's always been loved about Star Wars, and that's diversity of aliens, different droids, show us new life forms in different areas and planets and things like that. Home run. Great job to everybody involved. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.